All right, we're live.
All right, folks, welcome back. Welcome back, Joe. Uh, this week we are, well, I guess we'll just start with a recap. Um, Last week we started off by discussing Bucky's assignment. We decided to go out and get some recruits. Kai met Leslie at Fire Jolt, and
At a very awkward moment. Thank you very much.
I mean, it's only awkward if you make it awkward.
Not all of us are voyeurs.
Poor choice of words, just saying.
It's, you know what, we all have those moments. Um, Bucky went to his old job to speak with his boss, Isla, and also spoke with Dane, who Dane was no help, but Isla pointed him in the direction of Leah. But Bucky elected not to go with that. Bernard spoke to Lorraine. Lorraine was found in the Hall of Oracles trying to create her star map out of one of the orbs in the one of the magic orbs that float around the hall all the time. And Bucky was able to stop her from that. But then after the conversation, let her go right back to it.
Wait. Bucky or Bernard?
Did I say Bucky? I keep okay.
You've been doing that a lot.
I do, because you both have names that start with B, and it's so annoying. So anyway, everything I just said about Lorraine, Bernard. We'll just substitute Bernard's name in. We'll just do like a edit in the sound back and just go like, Bernard.
Oh yes, because I'm going to edit these videos.
Well, there you go.
I mean,
Clarity's
we'll
sake,
start our own
nothing
podcast.
else.
Totally should, though.
We totally should. Anyway, moving on. Alexi then went and recruited Win, and Win had absolutely no problem with it because they were finding Strixhaven rather, well, dull. And after that, that is. After that, they said Alexi sat with Win and just listened to Win talk. From there, Bucky gathered everyone up in the garden outside of the Biblioplex and was asking everyone if he should hang up some flyers to recruit people when Win stole his father's journal and started reading it, thus kind of proving that the flyers were a little unnecessary. But and then from there, the plan was made to leave Lorraine in a bathroom, which I believe the thinking on that was to see what the response of the security system once it closed would be, which is perfectly valid. From there, everyone started with going on a recon trip in the middle of the day while the manor was still open. But Bucky started looking around, went upstairs, and everyone else followed him up there. And I do mean everyone followed him up there. The last person to go up there was Bernard. Well, I suppose the only one that didn't go up there was Lorraine. She was sat down on a bench somewhere downstairs. And then Bernard managed to find the door that leads upstairs. And that is where we are now. Sort of. Because first, we are going to jump back to Herschel. Herschel,
Yeah.
you are in a very familiar place mentally right now because you just went down. And usually while you're down, you kind of get glimpses of past lives, just bits and pieces, stuff that's not... Some of it's coherent, some of it's not so coherent, so you get kind of little scenes and flashbacks. This time, you find yourself kind of hunched behind a couple bushes. and then you just hear a voice that says, Herschel, what am I doing here? Why did you bring me here? And then you hear your own voice saying, just wait a second, just wait. As you look out in the bushes, you see another girl passing by. And as soon as she's passing in front of you, you feel your arm just push the other person out there into the other girl, pushing them for basically doing a forced meeting. Can't really get too many details, can't really get too many other name. You don't remember names, but you just remember that this was supposed to be a setup for these two people to meet. And then you wake up in the grass.
In the grass? Or did they move me?
Well, I don't know. Lexi, Bernard, did you guys... I don't think you would have had a chance to move him yet.
He told us not to move his body, so I didn't move his body.
Okay.
Yeah, but you did something else.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
You wake up, Herschel, and you are currently missing a pinky finger on your left hand.
Yeah, well, shit, where did I leave that?
Bernard, as you're standing at the threshold of this door, you feel a little wriggling in your pocket.
I go into my pocket, kind of sitting in the doorway, so people can't really get past me because I'm wide. I put my hand in my pocket, and I take it out, and I hold it out for everyone to see, and it's wiggling.
Yeah, it's doing like when you open and close your fingers, it's just doing that motion.
Just kind of curling up and then stretching back to full length, and then curling up again and stretching back to full length. Herschel's awake already.
Oh, God.
Is this supposed to be happening? Because oh, right, this is Herschel's finger, right?
Yes, and as far as what it's supposed to be doing, I have had this finger in my pocket since you saw me put it in there. So this is new to me too.
And as soon as that happens, Alexa just turns away and is like, thinks absolutely nothing of it.
Yeah, Win just comes up. Gross. And just
I pull out a little piece of parchment and I write, "Good morning, sunshine. Sleep well?" ? And I sent it to Herschel.
I hope you're the one.
I'm sorry?
I hope you're the one.
Here we go again.
Yeah. Bernard, you get, I hope you're
the one. I write back, what? ?
That has my finger. It's...
Send.
Really hard to find a...
on
Stixhaven campus.
Just come to Dapplewing's Manor.
Cool. Want something to eat? ... Seeds? ? Got it. 20 minutes.
Cheers, Bernard.
Okay. Okay. So from there, we're gonna jump back. Herschel gets the seeds and whatnot, and starts heading to the manor. But the rest of you are kind of standing at the threshold of the attic. Do you want to wait for Herschel to show up because you know he's coming, Or do you want to just head upstairs?
Well, first question is, will Herschel have to find the door? Does Herschel have the more or less general knowledge of the mansion to be able to find the door?
You don't know.
I feel like at least one of us should wait. Because that door was a bitch to find.
I'll wait for him outside, and you guys can go in.
Ooh.
Sorry, the dog is whining. All right. So is just Bucky waiting, or are we just gonna?
I recommend everybody else go ahead and go inside. I'll wait for him.
I mean, vice versa. I wait for him because I have his finger.
All right, me and Bernard will wait for him.
Follow the tingling finger.
If the Bird Boys want to wait, Alexei and Kai can head up.
Alright.
Along with Leslie and Win. Although I'm gonna let Win lead the way.
Agreed. Make sure that Win checks for traps.
Do you think this is our first time?
Yes.
Thank you for the reminder. Alexei, you can't tell that Alexei's rolling his eyes, but you definitely get the impression that he is.
Considering how long we've known each other for now, I get the feeling like even though I can't see it, I still know it.
It's the audible
the set of the
eye
shoulders
roll.
is the same.
Yeah.
Win has a look of like, what the fuck? Why wouldn't we do that? Of course we would.
Remember, Win, these people were not raised with danger around every corner. But except perhaps Bucky. Bucky does seem like the type who would get into trouble in the kitchen if he was, bound and hogtied.
I glare at Win.
There is no lie in the statement that Alexei just said.
Fine, very well. I'm not going to deal with that. I don't want to know. And with that, Bucky, Bernard, you guys head downstairs. Bernard, do you leave your sister just to sit? Or do you want to just kind of at least keep an eye on her?
Huh?
Lorraine is sitting downstairs, and probably if left unsupervised, will get into trouble.
Oh, if she's just sitting there, then yeah, I'll be watching her.
Okay. Yep. She's just sitting there, kind of scratching on a piece of parchment.
I just kind of, if Bucky's waiting at the door, I'm waiting kind of like inside. That way I can keep an eye on the both of them.
Gotcha. All right. Well, Kate just went to go let the dog out real quick, so she's kind of on mute. So
now, again, and I can't stress this enough. She's my sister. She does whatever the hell she wants to anyway. I'm not her babysitter. I'm merely a sibling.
You're just there that if she gets into trouble, you can at least vouch for her. But you're not gonna stop her from getting into trouble.
That ain't my place.
Yeah. Nope. She's for now just happily scribbling away at a piece of paper.
All right. Cool. Yep. And then I just wait with Bucky.
All right. Like I said, Kate is.
Oh, can I? Because we have a little bit of time to kill. Can I take Herschel's pinky and just like rub it on some cobblestone wall?
Sure.
Does Herschel feel it? Not that I would know, but like, does Herschel feel it?
You'll get a message that says "Stop it."
Once I get it, I turn to Bucky with like a mouth open wide in glee kind of thing, like.
Oh dear.
As soon as Bernard turns to me, I kind of look at Bernard and go, "All right, I know you don't like him, but you don't need to make his life worse for him now, do you?"
What? Why do you think I'm gonna do something bad with it? I just think it's funny, and then I I rub it a little bit on near like my bird ankle
I,
because
s-
like
I,
that weird
s-
scaly thing.
I slap Bernard's hand. Stop it! He already told you that.
Well, what do I do with it then?
You hold on. You shouldn't have cut it off in the first place. You should. Just hold on to it. Wait till he gets here, for goodness sakes.
I watched it wiggle.
I'm gonna go get dinner.
So can I roll a stealth check?
Sure.
$18.
Bernard, what's your passive perception?
I would argue that if he's trying to sneak up to me, then that would be active perception call for a roll. Because I would,
Looking
we're
for me,
yeah,
That's true.
we're waiting
You
for
are
him.
looking for him. Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Roll.
With perception, because Bucky is also looking for him.
You mean with advantage? No, I'll
Yes,
just
with
make, make
advantage.
his own
Sorry.
roll.
Okay. Perception, you say?
Yes.
That is a 18.
Well, yeah, that meets it.
So it's not 20 minutes. It's like 10 before you can hear in the bushes, not coming down the way that you would normally come.
Mm-hmm.
Hear a heavy sack like come up over a small retaining wall and onto the grass, and then you see a long, lanky arm missing a pinky kind of wrap itself over the retaining wall, and then a second one, and Herschel pulls himself up like the girl out of the ring, like over the wall, and kind of like slithers onto the grass, and sits up. Sees you're looking his way, gives a small grin, and waves the fingerless hand, and picks up the sack, which is also dripping at the bottom. It's got that like nice brown paper bag, greasy corner.
Oh, yuck.
And he picks it up, wipes himself off again. Can't ever get all of the dust off of his clothes, but does a close, immediate, quick thing, and you can see where his hand wiped off dirt, but the other dirt's still kind of hanging to him. He heads over. Hey, Dapplewoods.
Gross. And then I just kind of toss you your finger back.
He holds his hand out as the finger gets close, and like two very strong magnets, as they get within like reach of each other, it just kind of and snaps onto his hand.
You know, that raises more questions than answers.
Yeah, because I can do it with more than a finger.
Again, gross.
Bucky just stares
What
in
are you
amazement.
thinking about?
So, like, if you lose your head, does that mean?
No, that's a game changer. That one's a death one.
Oh, so it's not everything. Well, at least that makes sense.
Extremities at most.
Got it.
He will move up to Bernard because he asked for birdseed. Like, opens the top of the bag and reaches in and like grabs something and like goes to drop something in Bernard's hands.
I hold a hand out.
It is birdseed, but it's covered in like grease, like you rolled it in cold grease. So it's just kind of like
Slimy
slimy and
seeds.
rip, and just into his hands.
I mean, fuck, man, I eat dead rats. This is fine.
Fair enough. You hear Lorraine just walk up behind you.
Bernard
Seeds.
doesn't have he doesn't have taste buds. Yeah, I hold some out for Lorraine.
Oh, hey, Lori, how's it going?
Hello.
And Herschel will take the time to literally like move himself so he catches her eyes, and will just stare in her eyes for a couple of.
She stands there looking right back at you, not reacting at all.
I don't appreciate you manhandling my sister.
Manhandling? What are you talking about?
Wait. Did you say you grab her face, or is that just?
He's looking in
He's
her
just
eyes.
they're just staring.
Oh, gotcha. All right. Well, I kind of look at this. So retconning what I said, I misunderstood. I kind of look at the two of them, look at Bucky, look back at the two of them, and I go, "Well, I'm going back inside."
Yeah, it's open, so it's open to the public.
Yes, some of us are already in there.
Oh well, then let's go.
All right.
Yes, I'm already whatever, and I just walk back inside.
All right. From there, we're going to come back to the other group: Lexi, Kai, Leslie, and Win. We're gonna. This is going to take place while they're waiting for Herschel to show up. So I will keep track of where everyone will come up. But for now, unless you say you're gonna wait for them to show back up, are you gonna go upstairs?
Alexi is waiting.
All right.
Yeah, I'll go up.
All right. Roll a perception check for me.
Nope. That's a nope. That is a hard nope.
Okay. What'd you get?
7.
Cool. Alexi? Were you saying something?
He sounds like he's real far away.
Yeah.
Sorry, bad mic. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Much better or worse?
Much
Better.
Way better. Way better.
Cool. Just had to adjust the headphones, apparently. Am I making a perception check? I'm staying down to wait for Herschel.
Oh, you got okay. I heard you were going
Yeah.
upstairs.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
No, I apologize. I'm staying. I didn't go down with Bucky and Bernard, but I'm staying where I was. I thought there was.
At the open door. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
So I guess Leslie and myself went up.
Yeah. All right. In that case, you guys are just standing there awkwardly for about 10 minutes. Maybe small conversations are had.
Yeah. I mean.
Oh, speaking of which. Go ahead.
Just. I think at this point I've become very awkward, and I'm like, I'm just gonna sit here until I'm talked to because I can't say anything that doesn't come out as
sexual innuendo.
Yeah, because I'm a terrible lesbian apparently.
Leslie just sits next to you and starts just studying her spell book.
That's okay. I'm also a terrible lesbian.
Moving on.
Solidarity, sister.
I mean,
Cedric, you are going back to being cutting in and out.
yeah, you are.
Okay, sorry about that.
What you got there?
Hmm?
Damn it! We get all the quotes of the game. What you got? What you got there?
It's my book. Where I'm writing down everything. These are all is everything. Not much, but it's everything I got right now.
I mean, that's not bad. I probably should look at my spell book a little bit more than I do.
Yeah, it's kind of figuring out all the spells you can do. But I mean, we're still on for later tonight, right?
Oh, we'll see what time we get done with everything.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm sure we should still be fine. It should be fine.
Yeah. Okay.
It's spell swapsy. Thank you very much. Sorry.
Watch out for those verbal components.
Exactly.
Yes.
For the materials.
And make sure you perform the somatic part perfectly.
Exactly.
Just make sure you're not
I
speaking
don't
in
feel
tongues.
like we're talking about spells anymore.
Nope.
We never
Anyway.
were.
Anyway,
It's only a spell if you do it wrong. Otherwise, it's just magic.
Anyway, everyone comes upstairs and sees the group of four sitting waiting for the rest of the team, and you guys reunite.
So as they were coming in, Herschel has stopped at like a coat rack and pulled like a tour guide cap off of one that someone just has left there, and set it on top of his head.
Make a sleight of hand check.
Oh no, he wasn't trying to hide that he took it. He took it.
So wait, you just took some like a hat that was just hung around, or was it on someone's head?
Like just one that's sitting on a coat rack or something.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you snag one. No one's really paying attention. There's not really many people here, so but yeah, you now have a hat.
That says tour guide on the front of it.
Okay. Fair enough. So yeah, you guys all reunite upstairs at the door that has been opened.
Hey, Lexi, Guy, L lady, Leslie. Yeah, Leslie.
Yes.
I look at Bucky and just kind of wait for some kind of lead.
Yep. Most people are.
Excuse you?
Well, this is your project. This is your assignment. We're just kind of
Lead the way, Mr. Tactician.
Sweet. I walk straight up the attic.
perception check, please.
Ah, yes. The straightforward approach. Very bold.
Fortune favor the bold. Except when they roll dice. Or do they? 20.
You notice that there's no traps along the way up.
I walk straight up. I keep going then.
Okay. You get to the upstairs attic, and it's kind of stretches out not the entire span of the manor, but it's probably if you just like went upstairs and just cut off probably about 10 feet from either side, but it's a good size attic. You get up there, and there are crates, there are storage containers, there are certain little items off to the side. But it's honestly very clean for an attic.
Are there
And
any
as you
windows that I can see?
let me finish. Let me
Sorry,
finish.
sorry. I thought you were done.
Nope. So as you're kind of like scanning the room, you see in the back by a window a desk that has most of what you would consider to be what someone who is using this as an office would be. There's a rack for like kind of not. It's not a full mannequin. But it's basically something that someone would store their armor on when they go to bed or when they are not using it. There's a small sword rack, and then there's back to the other side. You've got more crates and storage and whatnot. And that's the room.
I immediately walk up to the window to see if it's locked.
What's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 11.
11. Okay. What is her?
Now, does it go without saying that we all followed him up the ladder?
Yes, and this is going to happen just before you guys get up there.
Is it
Okay.
a ladder? Is it a staircase? What is it?
It's a staircase. It's kind of spiral staircase that leads up. So you guys would be kind of around a small corner as this is happening, because he just charged right up and then went over to the window. As you start heading to the window, you hear a small clanking of armor. And then just before they can connect, you hear a whoosh like a sword flying through the air. And you manage to dodge. Good form. But I would ask what you are doing in my office, Mr. O'Donnell. Standing in front of you is Captain Honnelly.
Of course it is, Kate.
And this is where you guys come upstairs with Captain Honnelly holding Bucky at the end of a sword.
I come seeking a lesson, Captain.
See, I know it's a lie because I did give you the assignment, and honestly, I'm not here by accident. This is not normally my office. This is only my office this time of year. I mean, surely you didn't think that I would allow a completely defenseless house to be just allow my students to walk right up and take what they need and walk right out, did you?
First of all, I never assumed the house was defenseless.
No. Good instinct. But
Second of all, isn't that kind of like rigging the game?
I would agree. If you're going to sit up here the whole time waiting for us to break in, what's the point of us trying to sneak in?
oh, I'm not waiting for you to break in. This is just where I have my office. I've just conveniently placed myself here.
It is like... I believe the expression is a sure thing.
Bucky holds up a hand to Alexei. Now, I'm sure the professor's got an adamant point to make here, and how I stumbled into something I shouldn't have.
No, you're supposed to be here. Problem is, you stumbled into here blindly without knowing what was up here.
Exactly like my father would.
Would he now? I tend to remember that there was someone else giving him orders.
I have no idea what you're talking about. Now, where is this orb so I can get out of here and pass this class?
Mr. O'Donnell, I'd like you to take a moment and analyze your situation. Now, you have me at a bit of a disadvantage, true, with, let's see, 1, 2, 3. Mr. Barrowsinger, I didn't realize you were here. But 8 on 1.
To look up from what he's eating, and it's like a nasty Philly cheesesteak, mouth full. Like, Sibs, how's it going? You want some?
You see a small smirk kind of come on her face, and just, of course. But yes, 8 on 1, but, you've seen me fight. Do you really think I wouldn't be able to take on all of them?
You don't need to. We don't need to beat you in combat. We just need to keep you occupied enough to where we find the item and fly out of here.
Part of it was not get caught too, but like we're getting caught.
It's a little late for that now, isn't it, Kai?
Besides, it is only caught when there are manacles involved.
Agreed.
Tell you what, if you can find what you are looking for before you are handily taken out, I'll give you a 100% passing grade. But if you can't, let's just say I will have my way with you, Mr. O'Donnell.
Does Bucky get innuendos,
Can I? Ed, can you read your messages real quick? Because I just want to see if I can do something.
Let me see.
I have to know if Bucky understands innuendos or not.
Just the off chance. What's the DC for this? Are you gonna message me? Okay. Whew. All right, here we go.
That's a no.
No.
Oh boy.
All right. Well,
in you go.
You hear the deal being offered, Bucky, and as soon as she is, before any of you could assume that was an innuendo, which it wasn't. I will say it as the DM, it wasn't.
Still gonna think it.
You see her eyes just like very quickly shift to your left, and before you can turn around and see what she's looking at.
Can I? Now I don't know where you're going with this, but can I flavor what happens? Because I have a funny idea.
You tell me how you were going to do what you were doing.
Well, I have a feeling I probably tried to go around her, slowly tried to get out of my armor, tripped and face planted to where my foot is still coming out of the neck hole, but I'm face planting on the ground.
All right. When that happens, let me set the scene for you because I don't have a visual map. But
hey.
the room is approximately 30 by 40 so you are about 25 feet away from her at the moment. Soon as your face plants, which 2 damage.
Okay.
You hear just a small pop, and then followed by immediately another pop as Bucky, you see Captain Honnelly just disappearing from in front of you, and the rest of you all see her reappear right next to Bernard. Now, it is rude to interrupt. Bernard, what is your AC without your armor?
Oh no.
I think we said it's a 9, right?
9.
What you said before, yeah.
All right. Yeah, that hits. I'm going to need you to make a Constitution saving roll.
Okay.
Reaction Silvery Barb. She's gonna make this with a disadvantage.
Oh,
I rolled
cool.
better.
Okay.
That's my first spell slot of the evening. You're welcome. And Javen, the next roll or attack you make is gonna have advantage.
Doesn't matter. I'm probably dead with this anyway. No, I didn't make it. I don't know what the DC is, but it can't be lower than what I rolled.
It was 14.
Again, it does not matter.
Fuck.
You are stunned as you
I
take
tried.
10 damage.
Okay.
And right now you are on the ground stunned. So you are
Okay.
prone. And I will ask everyone here to roll initiative.
Oh Jesus fuck.
Alright, well that's my reaction. Does that reaction count as my reaction for my turn? Or will I get my reaction back on my turn?
This was supposed effectively a surprise round, and
Okay.
if you guys were going to be doing anything, it would have been only reactions. So it's perfectly valid.
Okay, just wanted to ask.
You're good.
So do I just get a nat 1 because I'm stunned, or what the fuck?
Roll initiative so I can at least have you make the save to get out of being stunned.
Cool. 1.
Well,
I rolled
Wow.
a 2. I have a -1 dex. I got a 1.
God, shit, damn
Yeah,
it.
I rolled a 1, but have a +1, so I got a 2. Nice little swapsy. I need to stop saying the word swapsy, don't I?
Yes, you do.
Yes. Javen and Ed, please tell me if you'll allow this.
Mm-hmm.
Can I give Javen advantage through my Twilight's Blessing?
No. Give it to the nat 1 girl. I'm on my face and stunned. Don't worry about me. Give it to her if you're gonna give it to anyone.
Okay.
What was this ability?
It's his channel
It's
divinity.
Twilight's Blessing, which is the innate. It's a cleric, Twilight Domain cleric ability, which allows me to grant initiative advantage to one person.
Okay. Yeah.
So I will give it. You want me to give it to Kai?
I would agree. Give it to
Or-
Kai.
You want me to give it to whoever rolled in at 1?
Which was Kai, yes.
Yes, it was.
Yeah. Kai, you'll have initiative. Alright? I tried, Javen.
That's cocked. That's cocked. That is cocked.
No, it's not. It's how. It's not cocked. That is how
Okay.
it hit.
Okay. She went from a 2
From
or
to
a 2 to a 3.
3. Yes.
Yeah.
Happens all the time.
It's not a nat 1.
I
I'm
need you
trying. I'm using all of my support abilities. And I'm
I appreciate
trying.
that.
Okay. Where's my pencil?
I don't know. What did you do with your pencil?
I don't know. I thought I had it.
You did do. I put it back in your Stixhaven.
I got it. I found it.
Okay.
Okay. So it looks like the order. Commercial.
I get to crack this guy open.
Oh dear. Okay. That's perfect. Okay. So see. So Herschel, Lexi. Oh, this is going to be a fun fight.
It's either gonna go really quickly or really dragged out. Take your pick.
Oh, I know which one I'm going to pick because I know which way it's going to go.
Cool. Can't wait.
Well, that's if you keep the fight up. Bless you. All right. Well, Bucky or Bernard, I've got good news. You're not last.
Oh, am I dead? Because that's kind of the feeling
No,
that
no,
I'm
no.
getting from
You're
this
not.
fight.
You're not dead. As long as you didn't die on that 10 damage I gave you, you're not dead.
I'm
Uh,
basically dead, but yes, go on.
Lorraine is after you.
Oh, good. I'm so glad.
So first up is Herschel.
All right. So, seeing what's happened, Herschel's going to drop the um, drop the half-eaten sandwich back into the bag. Drops the bag. Is she within like me getting to her distance?
She is. If you were all grouped up by the door, she is currently about 10 feet away from you.
Okay. So I'm going to rush up to her, and I'm going to grapple. Rage before that for my bonus action.
Okay. This is grappling is contested, correct?
Yep.
All right.
I
Go
get
ahead and roll.
advantage because it's
Rage. Yep. Go ahead.
and that's a nat 20. So
She rolls an unnatural 20, so doesn't do it. She is.
no, that's a 20. I didn't tell you with my athletics. It's 23. I was just saying I got a natural 20.
No, I realize that I would assume that an unnatural 20 loses to a natural 20.
No, in skill checks there is nothing like that.
Okay.
That's not how we play. That's not how we play.
Oh, okay,
Oh.
that's fine. I didn't. I'm going off of what I know of rules. But that's
Yeah,
not
because usually if that were the case, I don't know. Never mind. So yeah, you have her grappled.
okay. So instead of like manhandling her, he has rushed up and has engaged her like they are at a formal dance. He's got one hand in the one and his other arm wrapped around her waist, and is going to basically be like dancing with her. And as he grabs her, let me roll on my rage thing. All right. Until your rage ends, you are surrounded by multicolored protective lights. You gain a +1 bonus to AC while within 10 feet of you. Your allies gain the same bonus. And as he grabs her up and is like close to her, he gives a wide grin and goes, "Let's go for a dance, Sibs," and begins to try to ballroom dance with her.
So this is that awkward moment out of an anime. Honestly, he just runs up, grabs her, and assumes the waltz stance with her, and the lights just seem to come out of nowhere. And well, normally in an anime, you would see like those googly eyes of like, oh, this is so. You see eyes of just not hatred, but analyzing. You've done something that she wasn't expecting, but then again, she kind of expected you to do the unexpected. So she's adjusting. But for now, you have her grappled. Next is Alexi.
So, first things first. Channel Divinity, popping up my Twilight Sanctuary, 30-foot radius centered on me. Only people who I deem can actually gain the benefits. I know she's within the radius of it, but I am not choosing to grant her the benefits of it, so she cannot be cured of conditions or get temporary HP.
Sure.
Bonus action, since this is a spell-like ability, not a spell, I'm going to bonus action Healing Word, first level on Bernard.
Alright. Roll for healing.
Okay. Is 1d4 plus wisdom.
Where did my whiteboard go?
Bernard, please get 4 health back.
4 health. Got it. Where the fuck is my whiteboard? There it is.
Question. And I
And
am
4?
going to move so Bernard is within my sphere. It's a 30-foot radius, so everyone should really be able to get into it, but I will go ahead and impose myself in between Honolly and Bernard, if I can.
Okay. You basically kind of center yourself in the room. 30 foot. Honestly, anywhere in the room with 30-foot radius, you're covering the whole room.
And really I'm just going to bonus action summon my shield, and I'm going to have a it's not going to be an actual spear, but I'm gonna have it for flavor. It's gonna be a short spear, but it's gonna have hand axe stats. But I'm just having like a short like kite shield and a spear raised above it, kind of like just defending Bernard while he's on the ground. Like, for someone who says you are all about tactics and strategy, you are exactly a backstabber.
See, I'm not sure what you mean, because I'm creating this is an assignment. I'm creating the challenge.
Nope. Eyes on me, Sibs. Eyes on me. Because I assume this is within 3 seconds, so he is like trying, like moving as if they're dancing with her.
The summoning of my weapons was my object interaction, so that should be my whole turn.
Cool. All right. Next up is Win. Win. Let's see. First, gonna roll a stealth check. Okay, that beats everyone's passive perception. And is going to make a perception check as an action. Nope, doesn't do it. So here's the deal. If people elect to search for the assigned item, the drift globe, while clearly people are distracting Huntley, if people elect to search for the drift globe, there's a high DC that I will be lowering every time someone kind of looks for it. Essentially, you're searching the room while something is happening, and this is kind of you're under pressure, and the more you search, the easier it gets. For now, Wynn did not make the perception check, but they did lower it. So,
understood. We can make them.
But for now, you don't see where Wynn is. From there, Bucky, you're up.
I too am going to search.
All right.
Until Herschel loses his grip, I don't feel like I need to actually do any damage to her.
Fair enough. Make a perception check.
Oh, I was hoping for investigation.
You can make investigation.
Sweet. That's what I got a +4 in.
Hmm.
That is a 12.
Does not meet it, but lowers the DC.
Can I action surge to try it again?
I'm not going to allow an action search for just a searching, but I will let you use a bonus action.
What can I do as a bonus action right now?
No. What I'm saying is you can search again with a bonus action.
Oh, I see. Okay. That's a 5.
That does not do it. And
Clearly.
unfortunately, that does not lower the DC.
Yeah, next time I'm going to roll in physical dice.
But, all right. So yes, bonus action and action to search.
Everybody just do it really quick while she's holding them down.
After that is Leslie. Let's see.
Lovely. Tell me that I have to search after I take my entire goddamn turn. Thank you, Bucky.
You were doing something important. All of us can do the other search. We love you. Bye.
Yes. I don't. Searching. Yes. That definitely sounds like a good idea.
Yeah. Pick up a rock. Look.
Do some divining.
That is first check for Leslie does not pass and does not lower the DC. Yep, she is. Second one does not pass and does not lower the DC. Next up,
Dice of bones, dice of metal. Hear my cry. Fix this shit.
okay. Next
Sorry.
up is Hanley. Next up is Hanley. She. All right. She is currently grappled, so to get out of it is another contested strength check.
Mm-hmm.
Strength or athletics, but yes. Strength or athletics or acrobatics, apologies.
Okay. All right. She rolls a not nat, but 20.
And I believe Herschel has advantage because they're raging.
Yep. So it was 9 on the first one, and sorry, Hana, got a 21.
Fair enough.
So she
Me. Oh, looking at the DM's notes.
She does the pulls away, and he lets her out all the way to extend from the hand that's grabbed her hand, and then wheels her back in.
She actually attempts to do a kind of not a dip, but it's like a motion for a dip. Like it almost seems like she's dancing with you, but also attempting to fight you at the same time.
Which has Herschel smiling like a fucking. He's laughing.
Let's see. We have But while I am enjoying this dance, Mr. Barrowsinger, I do have things. And with that, she vanishes from your grasp. From there, she appears next to Leslie. Ah, so Brian, I do believe you were signed up for my class as well. Oh no. that. Oh dear. Okay.
Oh dear.
Don't say, oh dear.
Mhm.
What is she doing?
Hold on.
I can't cast
No,
rage.
I may have a reaction. I'd like to know.
Damn.
Ed, I might have a reaction. Please let me know.
She is attacking her.
Okay, silvery barbs.
That gets rid of one. That's going to be on one.
That gets her.
That is going to be on one of the attacks.
That's perfectly fine.
She still hits.
I tried.
Yeah. It's a combination of Connolly being such a high challenge, and Leslie does not have great armor.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm simply trying to do everything I can to keep the team alive.
That is fair.
Okay, so that's all 3 of my spell slots getting. We're on cantrips for the remainder of the fight. Good luck to you.
Yeah.
Sorry, folks.
Oh, it's fine. I'm just not going to go until like 45 minutes are past. So I'm just gonna sit here for a little while.
You watch as Hanley vanishes from Herschel's grasp, and then reappears next to Leslie. I do believe you were signed up for my class. I don't think, but you don't seem to be doing too well. And then immediately strike to a shoulder, strike to a gut.
Oof.
She kind of doubles over, but stays standing. Oh, that's not. That does not feel good.
Well, taking a punch never does.
So yeah, Leslie is still standing. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, she only hit for one. Okay. And she is not knocked prone. Cool. So, with that, finally, Kai, you're up.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't have anything that can help anybody. Which is
Is Leslie still
because I mean, unless I were to cast Mage Armor onto Leslie, but that's not going to help for the damage that she's already taken.
I think Mage Armor self only?
No, it's touch.
Oh,
Only
it's
creature.
Touch. Okay. Yes, not going to mitigate any damage already taken.
Yeah.
Okay. At the end of everyone's turn after me, I will roll 1d6. They will have that many extra temporary hit points at the end of their turn. So Leslie has some temp HP.
Cool.
It's only one, but it's there.
Was Cedric for everyone?
Yeah, everyone gets temp HP after they get to roll after their turn, I believe.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay. So once you take your turn, you can roll your temp HP.
Okay.
So Leslie should have some temp HP to add.
Yep, we got it.
If you're
And
within.
I get some new dice so I can search. Because my dice are failing me tonight. No, just hand me the box. I will choose my own dice.
You don't get to use Benny's dice.
I wasn't going to use Benny's dice. I just need some new dice because my dice fucking suck.
You're fine.
$18.
18 to search.
Yes.
Don't find it, but definitely lower the DC.
Cool. Bonus action?
Bonus action, cool.
14.
Don't find anything, but you lower the DC.
Cool. I like these 2 dice. I'm keeping them for the rest of the game. By the game, I mean at least tonight's session.
Fair enough. I will take the box back, though. Okay, so that's Kai. Roll your temp HP. Next up is Bernard.
Okay. So what the fuck do I do?
Roll to see if you recover from being stunned.
What kind of check is it?
I think that's how that works. Or are you just stunned until?
You're stunned until
Depends on what it is.
Yeah, I don't know. You have the stat block.
Certain things, depending on what it is. Generally, when it's an effect, it's stunned until the end of your next turn. But there are also some where the stun is meant to be, like able to be resisted at the start of their turn. It's more what you want it to be.
Yeah.
generally
Says
the
I.
person who's stunned next turn.
I would say, in the interest of keeping.
Oh, yep. Until Hanali's next. And if actually Hanali has gone before you, so you are out of stun.
There you go.
Well, I mean, she
knocked you out on a surprise round, and then the wording is until the end of the person's next turn. So she already took a turn since she knocked you out. So.
Oh, so I do get a turn.
Yes, you are awake now.
Oh, good. This is wonderful.
But you are prone.
That's fine. Hanali is on me, I'm assuming, because
No.
she hasn't moved since then.
Hanali is actually by Leslie, who was searching for the drift globe.
Did she get out of Herschel's grip?
Yes.
Hanali, yes.
Okay.
She's an ability of hers.
By essentially flash stepping.
So how far away is she from me?
10 feet.
Okay, so I would have enough time to use my free action, get back into my armor, and then walk over to her.
Yep, even with the subtraction of getting up from prone.
Cool. So I would pick myself up, shake off my minor concussion that my teacher has given me and coach. Pick myself up, spin around, get back into my armor. Who all is on her right now?
No one besides Leslie, who is technically
Okay,
not hurt.
So I would be attacking with advantage because I would be flanking because I would be coming up from behind her, I'm assuming.
Yes, because Leslie managed to stand. Honestly, Leslie is holding up very well for all things considered.
Very cool. I'm gonna bonus action charge my sword with Thunderous Smite.
Okay.
I'm going to walk up to her and make my attack roll. If I hit, I will hit her. I'm going to roll this with advantage because I am flanking. Is there anything else I should know before I do this?
Nope. Roll your attack.
Fantastic. That is a natural 18 plus my modifiers. What's her AC?
You hit.
Terrific. Okay, I'm also going to use my second and only other spell slot to Divine Smite that. So that will be my Thunderous Smite, which is 2d6. That will be my Divine Smite, which is 2d8s, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Or is it 1d8? Let me see. Gotta go back a little bit. Divine Smite is, in fact, an extra 2d8. So that is 2d6, 2d8, and I'm gonna say fuck my shield for this round. I toss it aside to do a d10 of my sword. I'm going to roll my damage now.
Go fucking
Fuck her up.
As Bernard gets back up, he kind of cracks his neck, tosses his shield to the side, takes out his sword and goes, "You hit like a bitch," and then I baseball swing.
I fucking love this.
All right, all up. Um, do I add anything? Let's see. Nope, don't add anything to that. Let me just check to make sure I don't add anything else. What? Give me 1 sec. Okay, and I do also need Connolly or Honolly to make a strength saving throw, please.
Strength saving throw. Got it.
Yep.
That is going to be a 27.
Yeah, whatever. So all up, I did 23 damage.
Oh!
Yikes.
I
Oh.
crank back, and I strike one of her knees with a thunderous blow.
Jake,
Are we gonna get in trouble for abusing a teacher?
She started it.
maybe. I cast Silvery Barb, so you have advantage on the attack. So if you want to, I know you already had advantage, so it doesn't stack. But I was gonna say, if you wanted to roll to see if you crit.
I mean, I roll both dice at once. So I rolled a 17 and an 18.
Okay, so no worries. I just wanted to make sure you remembered you had advantage, even if you didn't have.
Oh yeah. No worries, but yeah. After being mildly concussed, Bernard is pissed now. So Bernard is now fully unloading on his coach.
Oh my gosh.
You
23 fucking damage at level 2.
You see a Hanali is squared up to take another strike against Leslie, but she sees you come in, take a swipe at her knee. It doesn't make her collapse, but she definitely it takes her leg out from under her, and she just has to quickly readjust so that she doesn't go down. But now she's facing you. Very impressive. I should have.
Eat a dick, Honolly. Attacking a fallen opponent. You're a piece of shit. And I square up.
So proud of Bernard right now.
I'm so proud.
Bernard is Iron. I should not have expected anything less from you, Mr. Ironwing.
As soon as she talks, I spit in her face.
She kind of wipes it away. Do remember that I am a teacher and that you are part of one of my classes.
You swung at me, not in a class, on the ground.
I swung at the highest threat in the room.
I swing at her again. I'm not making an attack, but I'm ending the conversation here. I don't give a shit.
Fair enough. All right, she backs off.
Bernard is pissed.
Fair enough. After that, it is Lorraine. Second, pull up her. So Lorraine is just been standing in the doorway, just like, I don't think this is good. Sees that her brother is going up against the teacher, and absolutely got his. Well, honestly, yes, got a little blindsided with the attack right off the bat. That doesn't seem fair. And she is going to activate her wild shape, but her wild shape is not like most druids. Her eyes begin to, what they look like, expand across her body. Like her head becomes the same starry shade as her eyes, and as her body becomes the same, just like looking at a being of pure night sky. And then this shape kind of like forms into the shape of a cup, and a small like line connects certain stars in this shape to kind of outline a constellation of a chalice. For everyone within 30 feet of her,
Which we've all
which was established, this room is 30 by 40, so that's everyone. On their turn, can roll.
I also get one. I also get one temp HP. Sorry, I forgot to do that at the end.
Yes.
Cool. Or no, this is whenever she casts a healing spell within 30 feet, someone within 30 feet of her, she can herself.
Yeah, I believe Chalice is what, 1d6 HP, possibly
It's
more.
D8 actually.
Thank you.
That's just her. Doesn't matter. All right, so yeah, she takes the form of Chalice, and whenever she casts a healing spell, she will gain a D8 plus her Wisdom modifier herself. And with that, yes. She is going to cast. I'm gonna look up the stats for this, just so I can remember. She's going to cast Cure Wounds on her brother.
Fantastic.
Indeed.
At least she cares.
That is going to be. Sorry, I really should have done something more because I thought I could handle this, but. 8. You get 8 health points back. And then
Excellent.
she would get the same, but she's at full.
I am also at full now.
There you go.
Has anyone? Star specifies you can give it to another ally, so you could. And honestly, she should probably heal Leslie.
Oh, it does say it, or another creature. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The 8 points are going to go to Leslie.
Thank you.
I'm trying.
You're good. You're good. So that brings her back up. And then Lorraine is going to roll her temp HP. It's 1. All right. So that's Lorraine's turn. We are back at the top of the order with Herschel.
How close to a window is Hanali?
Hanali is 20 feet from the window that's in the back. And it's not a very big window. It's a attic window, so it's only about barely 5 feet across.
Big enough for 2 people to jump through.
You gotta get her there. She is 20
That's fine.
feet from.
I'm just checking that. Is there a way that we can go out that window?
It is. See any. So it is a circular window that has. It's about 10 feet off the ground, and then it is about a 5-foot diameter circle with, and it, I guess it opens as well, but it's not a particularly big window, and it is a good ways off the ground.
I'm going to try to get her and me through that window.
Okay. I'm going to do a contested strength check.
He bites the inside of his cheek. I'm going to take 1 point of damage because I have to do it to keep my rage up.
Okay.
And I'm going to charge her, grab her, and jump through the window with her.
Okay. Contested strength check or athletics. That is a 28 for her.
Nope.
She doesn't sidestep, but she kind of does that football tackle where it's like you come in low to try and get her, and she just kind of moves you out of the way, or moves herself and you out of the way to kind of miss each other.
Okay.
Anything else?
I don't think so.
Next up is Alexi.
Okay. Does she leave my area? Does she leave my melee range?
No, this whole time she hasn't really moved.
Even with Herschel pulling her towards the window?
No, she passed her strength check. She's not being traveled.
Okay. But she's taking damage, correct?
Yes. Yes, she has.
Alright. So I'm going to make... Let me double check this. Just to be sure I'm not doing anything wrong. Okay. Could I have her make a wisdom saving throw, please?
I'm sorry, what was that, Cedric?
Could I have Hanali make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Wisdom saving throw. Alright, what's my DC?
Your DC to beat is, I believe, 12.
Oh. She rolls a 9. She's going to use Indomitable, though, and she's going to re-roll that.
Okay.
She rolls lower.
Okay, well, she has to take the lower of those rolls. So the intro to Metallica's For Whom the Bell Tolls is going to play as I deal 1d12 necrotic damage from Toll the Dead.
Of course you do.
And that is a 5. So you see a spectral bell, and that music is going to start playing as just literal church bells start to toll in the distance, and she takes 5 necrotic damage as part of Alexi summoning her on the path of the dead.
All right. Doesn't like that, but that does help things because now she can't heal herself.
And may I take a bonus action to try and search the room?
Sure, go ahead.
Okay, perception check, correct? Or
Yep.
investigation?
Perception or investigation, yes.
Okay, perception is slightly better. Huh. That's a nat 1.
No, it's not going to do anything. You don't find anything.
Yep, I tried, but that's my turn.
All right. That is Win, who no one has seen this entire like since the start.
Don't need to. That would just make me more upset.
Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Pardon me.
Hits. So those of you around Huntley, you don't see anything, but you just hear a small like, and then a dunk, as kind of a blunted arrow, because they're not trying to do lethal damage, but is at least trying to help out in some way. Comes out and hits Huntley in the head. So like think of a rounded concussive arrow just hitting her in the temple.
Headshot.
Yep.
By the way, Herschel,
Yes.
roll for temp HP.
So 1d8?
Hmm?
1d8 or 1d6?
1d6.
Oh, it's a D6. Hang on, I need to. I rolled a D4. Hiya!
It
It was 2 temp HP.
Rah. Yes, Alexei gains 5 temp HP. So
Okay.
I'm keeping track for myself, but
All right. That definitely does not. She is not happy about that, because that you can tell that conked her really good.
The conk on the head.
Mm-hmm.
We just got our bonker real good.
She is not. She's looking a little frazzled. With that, they are going to, but they are not going to hide. Instead, they're going to use their bonus action to search. But this means that she now knows where they are, and there we go. So everyone kind of sees them at the top of like a stack of crates or whatnot. Okay.
I think the next character I want to play is a monk so I can suplex people.
yeah.
So yeah, they don't find it, but they lower the DC.
This DC seems
It was a high DC.
understand.
You are essentially searching an entire storage room for one small item. So imagine you getting access to a large storage unit that is full of boxes, and you have to find one item in that entire storage unit.
Mm-hmm.
So, let's see, that was Win. Bucky.
Okay. Still not helping
Is
out in
muted.
combat.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I forgot that I had muted it on that end. I normally just mute my microphone. Okay. Still not helping out in combat. This time I am going to search, bonus action search. I know you don't want me to action surge search. I think that would be more hilarious, but I understand. So, first search. Using physical dice, because that worked last time. That is a 15 plus 4, so 17.
Okay, that does not pass. Or you don't find it, but you lower the DC.
Christ.
15 plus.
Okay, the bone dice didn't work. Metal dice. Solve my
Yep.
problems. Natural 20.
Nice.
We
Also,
go.
isn't
What
a
is it?
15 plus 4 a 19, my dude?
Mm-hmm.
Wait,
Yeah.
what number did I say before?
17.
Well, no, I had rolled a 13 plus 4, which should have been 17.
Okay,
What did
I
I say?
heard 15. I apologize.
No, sorry. I said that wrong.
No.
Yeah.
Nope, not your fault.
Natural
I heard
20
good,
it
with
correctly.
a plus 4 investigation.
Yes, we love to see it.
Bucky, you with the first search check, you are going through a crate. You're getting frustrated because your extremely powerful teacher is starting to wail on your friends.
Yeah, I'm not liking that.
Yeah, and she seems to be honestly not. She's doing just fine, taking on all 8 of you at the same time. And so you're searching through this crate, you're searching, still can't find it, and you kind of like shove it away because you clear that crate, and then immediately it knocks over another crate, and you, as that crate tips over, a bunch of stuff fall out, like random pictures, little like statues or trophies or whatnot. And then you see it rolling across the ground from the crate with a slight bluish glow.
I rush to grab it. I hold it up in the air and I scream at the top of my lungs, "End this now!"
What you did to get away?
With that, it is her turn. She is surrounded by 2 of your friends, technically 3, but the third one is not really doing anything. She is going to take 3 opportunity attacks to charge you and attempt to take you out. So,
Now,
3 opportunity attacks.
I was gonna say,
Yes, Leslie, Alexi, Bernard. You are all getting opportunity attacks on her right now. But she's going to take them.
isn't no, hang on, isn't Herschel there also?
Yep.
Herschel is there too. All right. 4
So, all this being said, can all 3 of us try and roll athletics just to grapple her to stop her from moving? Because there's 3 of us. And we're all surrounding her, as you have said.
Yes. I will give who has the highest athletics or strength.
Hirsch, what's your strength?
It's probably Bucky.
No, Bucky is not there. It is of the 3 of you.
13.
Your
13
strength?
strength?
Yep.
Then that'll be me. Because I don't wait. What's Alexei's strength?
12 plus 1.
12. Okay.
Herschel seems
Now,
not strong.
if I can ask, You can fully say no. But what does she get to her athletics check? Because you already rolled a couple of them.
She gets a +9.
Okay. I'm fine with doing this check. Would I be getting it with advantage?
I'll give up advantage.
And now, if it's just me, because if we're doing it like that, if it's gonna be me and Alexei trying to grab, would the other two also get opportunity attacks, or what's the deal there?
Hello?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello.
Hey, I left it up to you guys. Did you want to restrain her, or did you want to just take her out?
I mean, if she's trying to get loose, how is she looking?
I'll let.
Because we are all
Looking
level
like
2.
She is looking like she could go down. Between the four of you, it looks like she could go down.
Well, guys, I get a +5 to my athletics checks. That means I would have to roll at least 4 higher than her on a roll with advantage if Alexei is helping me. Alternatively, we all take swings at her and see if she collapses.
Either, but statistically, we are more likely to put her down than you are to win if we're playing a strict numbers game. I'm going to leave it up to the rest of the group.
All right.
That's between you, Javen, and Joe, because I I thought as long as I got the object, we ended with a
No, you gotta
passing
escape
grade.
with the object.
Well, I misheard. I wouldn't have
now,
screamed at the top of my lungs.
now, yeah. Here's the thing. Also,
One.
you didn't use any of your movement on your turn.
No, I didn't.
And you
Would
could.
like to?
Yes, I would like to fly out the door.
What's your flying speed?
50 feet.
50 feet. All right. Uncontestedly fly out the door. Because, yes, one of the stipulations of the assignment was to basically turn it in.
To the person who's kicking our asses.
This is true.
Uh-huh.
I'm assuming at a class. You have to turn it in at a class.
Essentially, she won't accept it inside of the building. She wanted you. The point was to get in, get the object, get out. You have still yet to complete the get out portion of the assignment.
Well, I'm getting out now. I flew 50 feet out the door.
Cool. You are out of the attic. And 20. You are with the extra 20 feet. You would have been able to fly down the stairs. So you are at the bottom of the stairs in the hallway on the second floor.
Can I action surge to double my movement?
Use your action surge to dash. I
Yes.
believe you can. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's an action.
I will.
Yep.
I will action surge to push myself another 50 feet.
All right. You managed to get down the stairs onto the first floor.
And I think at the end of that, that's Bucky's turn, right? And it's still now it'll be.
Yeah, now it's the teacher's turn. Now what does she do?
She backs down. She sees her student escape with the object that they were supposed to retrieve and backs down. The rest of you see her just kind of straighten up, dust herself off a bit. Well done. haven't had that sort of fight in a long time. Very,
I
very
flip her.
fine persuasion.
I flip her off and I walk out.
I'll give you that one. That one was well deserved.
I don't respond.
I seem to have upset him. I'll have to talk with him later. The rest of you, you are free to leave.
Want to go to lunch?
I have actually already eaten, Mr. Basinger, but
I think I need a drink.
Alexei, everyone is gone.
What was that?
I said Alexei is going to wait until the rest of the party has left, and it's just him and Holly.
All right. Well, if anyone else has any business with her,
Not my teacher, not my coach. I'm gone.
Herschel probably would have been standing around as well. He's kind of looking at the stuff on the shelves.
Mr. Bausinger, if you could give us a moment, it does look like Mr. Alexei? And wants to
I only have one thing to say to you at this moment.
Let me start by apologizing. This is an assignment, and I was doing my best to establish a challenge. But if you have a few words for me, it is understandable.
I do not find fault in what you have done here. Besides misrepresenting parts of your assignment, I think you have performed exactly as a teacher might. My qualm comes from one sentence that you uttered in the beginning of the year, which has stuck with me, and I have tried many times to prove you wrong, and I think I just did. You stated that in the beginning of the semester, when we opened up our combat magic class, that we were the dumbest students that you have ever had. And if you look, we beat you. We may not have done it in the way that you chose, but we won. All of your strategy, all of your tactics, we won. And then Alexei walks out.
She honestly is not bothered by this. But yeah, you don't really see how she reacts, so Mr. Kosanov, if you could send Mr. O'Donnell back this way.
If I see him, I will let him know you wish to speak with him.
Thank you very much. And with that, everyone exits the attic.
Actually, he's been kind of looking at the shelves because Alexei said don't worry about it. And he will pick up a small music box and twists it a couple of times, sets it down and opens up the lid and listens for a couple of moments at the sound, the music that comes out, and just kind of looks at it for a moment and looks over at her and kind of heads out. Just almost like something there's some sort of connection.
You look at her, and she's kind of got a look of like she's expecting something, not like she wants some, she not in an expectation, but she just wants something to happen that she knows probably won't happen. Like she just desperate expectation. And then you walk out.
See you in class, ProfessorOnnelly.
It's Captain to you, Mr. Barrowsinger.
CaptainOnnelly. And he'll pick his bag of food up and heads out.
Bucky, you get down the stairs. You get out of the building. You are standing there at the end of the balcony on the walkway up to the manor. You have successfully completed your assignment. Now all that needs to be done is to turn it in.
Bucky just he doesn't even move. He just kind of waits outside and he's panicking. There's some tears coming down his eyes. He's honestly scared more than anything else.
All right. The rest of your party comes downstairs.
So I don't know how quickly everybody's leaving, but anybody who's near the end, obviously Alexei will be the first one that he comes up. And Herschel's not walking at like a super fast pace, but he's obviously not sticking around. And Alexei will see him pass by. It's the first time you've actually seen Herschel with any sort of look on his face that's not like easygoing, easy-go-lucky, his usual temperament. And as he passes kind of a small receptacle, he drops the bag in the receptacle, and you can hear him mumble, "Not even hungry anymore." He will make his way out, down, and past everybody in kind of a quick manner. Gets outside under the sun and is looking around. Unless anyone was like running out to where Bucky is, he will see Bucky and moves over to him, reaches up to him, puts a hand on either side of his head, like, "Look at me, kid. Look at me.
Uh,
Calm
uh,
down. Calm down.
is everyone okay?
Everyone's all right. Now, take a breath."
I walk by shortly after that with my heavy armor and just walk past the both of them and just keep staring forward, and I go back to my dorm.
The rain is tied on your heels.
That was so stupid of me.
To kind of quietly observe Herschel and Bucky.
That was so dumb. I almost got everyone killed.
That's one of those things about being a leader, Bucky. You have other people's lives on the line. There are a lot of people I know, a lot of people I've seen come through this school. People that don't think about that. They think they're gonna change the world, but they don't know about the changes they're gonna make to other people's lives. It's real easy to say that you can be a commander. It's real easy to say you lead people. But when you're a leader, you make decisions with other people's lives. You start a war. You're the one sending people to battle. You're sending people to die. And it's a lot that weighs on conscience.
I don't know how Dad did it. He did it for years. I don't. This feeling, it's so. Damn it.
Bucky, can I ask? What's your dad's name?
Darwin.
Sorry, what was that?
Darwin.
How many people call him Arwen?
I don't know. Maybe my mom. Stacy, maybe. I'd probably not. I don't ever call him that.
You have to remember, Bucky, at some point, Arwen wasn't the Storm King. It was Arwen. It was exactly where you were. He made his choices. Those choices cost people lives, and those choices have enriched other people's lives. But I can guarantee, at some point, he was standing there like you are. It's real easy to kill a monster. It's real easy to put a blade through something that you know is intrinsically evil. It's a whole lot harder to put someone to blade for thoughts, for how yours don't match theirs. War is not who's right and who's wrong. I bet as much as you read through that book, which admittedly is a very long book, that there's a lot more to your father than what's written there.
I'm scared. I've never been terrified before. I've fought in things before. But that up there, watching you all get hurt for my stupidity, that made me scared.
And luckily, no one was grievously wounded. And that's why you plan. Now, I can't talk about what anybody else says or wants to think. I know Bernard's pretty pissed off at her. That feeling right there, the one that you've got deep in your chest, that's what Hanley's trying to keep you from having. She wants you to think. She wants you to plan. She wants you to analyze so that you don't lose people in the heat of combat. Your tactics and your strategy are going to be what keeps people alive. And part of that is knowing the people around you, knowing what they can do, what they can't do. Being an effective leader doesn't always mean being at the head of the charge.
Bucky just kind of nods. I think I need to go talk to Honolly now.
It'd probably be a good idea. Also, can you hand her this? And he holds out his sheet, and yeah, like you had thought, it just has his name on it.
I grab it and I turn around and I don't fly at full speed, but I use my wings to carry me back to her office, or at least her wartime office, or her assignment office.
All right, give me a second.
Well, you're collecting yourself, Ed, what's everybody else doing? I know Bernard walked off.
Oh, I am helping Leslie out. So I think Leslie's probably walking a little bit slower than everybody else.
Oh, this, I've never actually been hit before.
Here, and he will pull a vial out of the inside of his jacket and hand it over to her. That should calm your stomach.
Sure. She downs it.
Okay, I think I need a drink and maybe some food.
Yes, that would be nice. Maybe a nap. I think we'll have to rain check on that spell session.
Yeah, sounds like a plan. Sounds like a good idea.
Well, I mean, if you have a headache, I've got Advil.
I mean, after I was hit a few times and I've like sleeping helped. Do you want to get food first, or do you just want to go back to the room and sleep?
I need a drink. That would be nice. And then room.
Okay.
And you take Leslie to the fire jolt. Actually, probably Bo's
Bo's
End.
End.
Get a drink.
Yeah.
And you head back to your dorm. We will go back to Bucky. Bucky, you kind of like solemnly just glide upstairs, and you know where the secret door is, so it's not that hard to find. No check needed. You get up in the attic, and you see the captain. She's picking things up. She's picking things up, putting the crates that fell over back up where they're supposed to be. And then you see her. During the scuffle, there was kind of at some point, one hit must have jostled the floor enough to shake the desk where a picture fell off the desk. And you see her pick it up, turn towards the window, and just stare at the picture.
Captain?
Huh. Ah, yes, Mr. O'Donnell. She kind of looks around, finds a chair that's been tipped over, picks it up, puts it in front of the desk. Please, have a seat.
Bucky doesn't sit. He just kind of walks over to the table so that way at least she knows that he is listening. He just can't feel like he can sit down right now.
Well, first things first, I'll be having that. Well, you know what? You keep it. Drift Globe will probably be more useful in your hands than it will be back in the crates. But, yes, consider your assignments, and you can let Miss O'Brien know that her assignment is you both aced, both passed.
Can we really call what just happened passing?
Well, you did what was asked for you. That's what a soldier does.
If that's what it means to be a soldier, then I don't want to be one.
She walks around the desk, stands in front of you, and she's you're 6'3".
I am 6'3".
She's about a head tall, shorter than you, but she still seems just as intimidating as if she were probably a foot taller than you. And just kind of places a hand on your shoulder and says, "Good. This world needs less soldiers and more good people. I believe you have the potential to be."
I don't ever want to see my friends get hurt like that again. Not based upon something I did. Not like that.
And do what I've been trying to teach you this entire year. Stop acting first. Think. I know you can. You have not just the blood of your father in you, that of your mother. I'm not mistaken, she was a brilliant tactician herself, wasn't she?
I don't know. Probably.
How much do you know about your mother?
Dad's journal doesn't really go into much detail about Mom. I'm beginning to wonder how much of this was more fable than fiction.
Mr. O'Donnell, you seem to have spent your life reading from one book, and then you get out in the world and you realize that nobody else lives by that one book. It would be wise to ask questions and see what else there is to know. And with that last line, she kind of looks at the picture she was holding. There's so much more out there. And if you would allow me, I would like to personally tutor you into becoming a great man.
Bucky kind of looks up. I was wondering if maybe I should be here at all. I know so little. Only what was in my father's journal. I don't feel like I know enough to be here.
Mr. O'Donnell, you're at a school. You're in exactly the right place. So why don't you start by picking up other books? And here, you can keep this. And she hands you the picture she was holding. And in it, you see a group of young kids who seem to be students at Strixhaven. You see 2 Aarakocra, a half-elf, and a human. You immediately recognize one of the Aarakocra, but he is white, a bit younger, so probably not much more older than you are right now. But his face hasn't changed. And that is that of your father. The other Aarakocra, again, unmistakable. Face hasn't really changed all that much, but you don't. It takes a minute because you don't really recognize it as well as your father's, but it is her. It's your mother. And then there's another human female who you could swear you know who she is. You've seen her before. She looks very familiar, but not able to place your finger on it. But the half elf, except for the hair, she looks exactly the same. And she is standing right in front of you.
Buggy just kind of looks at the photo, looks back in Captain Honnelly. You were never mentioned in the journal.
Your father asked us not to. We were not to become involved with his task that he had in his own homeworld, which was understandable. He didn't want to drag the war to become a interdimensional incident. It was a Revalia situation, not anything that we should be involved in. So we stayed away.
I don't even know what to say. I look forward to working under you, Captain Honnelly. I bow not as a warrior, not as someone who is high and mighty and thinks that the world is his oyster, but as a prince, as someone who was trained to bow as respectfully as possible.
Uh, if you could see as you are bowing, she doesn't bow as low, but bows back.
And
Now,
that's where I'll end mine.
cool. Bernard, how are we doing? You are on mute. He's muted. He might have stepped away for a second.
No, sorry, I forgot I muted myself. That was my bad.
You're good.
How far have I made it to my dorm?
You. Let's see. The Dapplewings Manor is off on the far. Dapplewing Manor is on the far left. No, right side of the campus, and the dorms are kind of on the far south side of the campus. So, I'd say you're at this point probably close to the Biblioplex, the central plaza, as it were.
Okay. Would you say that I'm back near the fountain that I bathed in on like the first day?
Yeah.
As soon as I reach that fountain, I guess on the way there, I just basically tell Lorraine that she doesn't have to worry about doing what we had planned. It all worked out anyway. I will still look at the stars with her because I did promise, but not today.
Yeah, she's not getting it. All right. And just gives a very kind of creepy smile, but you know well enough that this is just she means well, which you can't exactly.
I imagine it might be a little like just a smidgen closer to a normal smile. So I just kind of look at her and I just go, it's getting better. And then I give her a very weak, defeated smile, and I turn around and leave her to her business.
She wanders off, and
I then get to the fountain, take my armor off, and sit back in the fountain and just kind of sit there for a little bit.
cool. A few minutes go by. You're just kind of stewing in your own pool, and you see Herschel standing at the edge of the pool.
Yeah.
I'm zoning out into the water.
He will climb into the pool, move over to like the edge, and sit with his feet in the water, but sitting on the edge. So, how's it going?
If any of your slime gets on me, I'm gonna scream. I swear to God.
Slime.
Bernard is just angrily looking at the water, genuinely pissed off.
Oh, how about you talk about it? Because the water's not going to give you any answers.
Bernard slowly looks up at Herschel. He just kind of tilts his head and then motions to his shield. How about you take your blasphemy somewhere else?
What are you talking about, blasphemy?
I stand up, put my armor back on, pick up my shield, and walk away back to my dorm.
Herschel will slide his way out of the pool, and unless Bernard's like actively aggressive, is following behind him.
Stop him, but as soon as I get to my dorm, I lock the dorm door. And then
I feel like,
Yep, go on.
yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like the Herschel even fountain. Hang on, fixing my mic. Yeah, before Herschel even leaves the fountain, Alexi's gonna put a hand on his shoulder and just say, "It will take him time."
He's a very strong and convincing kid. I'm not thinking he's not.
He is very strong in his convictions, and it is one of the things that makes him such a wonderful friend. But it is hard to overcome. Give him time, please.
Oh, I'm not worried, Alexei. All I've got is time.
Fair enough. Just do not despair. I do not know if he will come around, but he is friends with me for what that is worth.
I kind of like you, so.
I I will admit I do enjoy your company. Easily worth giving up a drink for, and you fight very well.
I haven't even really fought yet.
Then I look forward to when you do. I'm going to go see if Bernard is okay.
Go ahead. I'm gonna. And he just kind of looks off where Bernard's sister went.
Lorraine.
Lorraine, yeah. Heads off after her.
Hmm.
Actually, shit, what time is it? Does he have classes?
It's actually because the thing is, I was just thinking this. You guys had the meeting. Well, a Win and Alexi had their meeting around 7 o'clock, and then probably immediately after that, you guys had your meeting. Oh no, you guys had would have been
Yeah,
a
no.
different.
So all of that happened in the middle of the day. We had just finished eating lunch. And we went to Dapplewings Manor. We finished that whole debacle in like 2 hours,
So it's
and
about
it's like 3 o'clock or so. I would say.
I was thinking more like 4, but
Oh yeah, that works. Afternoon though is the main
so yeah,
point.
it's coming up on late afternoon.
Shit, I'm late for class. And he will, like, beeline from the way he was going and rush towards one of his classes.
All right. Uh, sorry, I'm like. All right. How about this? Are you good? Do you mind if I run a scene with you?
Ugh, me shake off my alcohol.
I did not think I put that much in there. Did I?
I also haven't had alcohol in a while.
Fair enough. Anyway. All right. Are you good?
Yes, I am fine. I'm
Okay.
good. Just like it was getting a little low.
All right.
Get drunk.
So yeah, you head to Bow's End, which Alexi, after you have that conversation with Herschel, you also remember, oh, you're about to start your shift.
We need to start doing things like
And
middle.
very annoyed.
So yeah, you head to Bow's End with Leslie. She's just kind of leaning against you for actual physical support. Just a wizard who has never been hit and was almost knocked down, but she stood her ground.
Did good. I'm proud of you. Better than my first fight.
Don't like this. I rather would have gone down.
Oh, no, you wouldn't. That's never a good feeling.
Well,
It sucks right now, but it's better. It's better.
ow.
I know. We're gonna go get some food, and we're gonna relax.
I think I bruised my intestines.
Maybe not intestine, but maybe a rib, maybe a fractured rib.
Ow.
I know.
He kind of gingerly set her in a booth and just go get some drinks. Yeah. She's not moving too much, but she's just.
I get her a beer with this like old bendy straw.
Oh, this is so classy. I've never. I don't like this. Like, how. Um, there's like I need something because it hurts to like breathe. And you hear like walking by is
Dog lapping up water.
Banner. Could you give me a second? I'm running a scene.
You're always running a scene. You and mommy are in the same room tonight, so
He was giving me a side of like, no, fuck you. Yeah, you hear as Tulk was walking by. It's like, is she all right?
we were in a really bad fight, and she had some damage, maybe some broken, bruised ribs.
Alexa,
Oh, you know what? You're in luck. It looks like Lexi's walking in right now for shift. Hey, You're a cleric,
Yes,
right?
yes. It's fine, Tolka. I'm making her a sandwich right now.
Okay. Yep. Sounds like I'm not needed here. I'm gonna just back to what I was doing.
You look
It
over
takes
and just
Alexei like
ties
15
like
minutes, but he makes her a
hands together
great.
and just like bow, thank you. Like a slight head bow, thank you.
Yeah, Alexei comes forward with a not quite like a vegetarian sandwich, but a little lighter something or other. It's got like a little hummus as a spread and a few cucumbers, but it's like a little bit of chicken and lettuce. And
Leslie just kind of sits up and is like, starts munching slowly at it. And it's like, this is so good, but it hurts so much, but it's just so good. And she just continues to munch on it.
Alexei goes back to the kitchen finishing his job.
Oh, well, maybe next year I should take some combat classes, maybe like combat magic or something.
But you're just taking combat.
I'm just in tactics, and that was not supposed to be too much actual physical fighting. I just, oh, maybe I should actually learn how to fight.
I mean, or before you go into a fight, you can cast mage armor, and that'll at least.
I don't have mage armor. I don't know that spell.
Well.
I know shield.
Why didn't you cast shield?
I panicked.
Okay, well, next time.
Mm-hmm.
Cause
I should probably cast shield.
and I'll work with you on mage armor. We'll get you that one.
Okay, yeah. How about like tomorrow?
Maybe 2 days. I think you might need just an extra days.
No, I have class tomorrow. I need to go to class at least.
I mean, you can go to class, but like let's just let you go to class.
And then I have practice, and then I have rehearsal.
Do it now.
And then I have to study. I have so much to do. How am I? This is going to hurt.
We'll figure some time. I would say do it now, but I don't even know if you can hold a pen or quill.
I can hold a quill, I think.
Are you sure? You don't.
I can't.
You can barely eat.
You see, she's just been like slowly munching at stuff, just like one-handed holding the sandwich and just. And just like no, that's not good. I need to practice.
You need rest.
But
you need rest.
No,
I'm not gonna argue with you. You need rest.
There
will be time later.
If I don't practice,
there will be time later.
But there's not. I have rehearsal tomorrow, and I have to be ready for rehearsal tomorrow. You gonna just spell on your girlfriend?
Yes. Sleep.
You know someone who can.
I am out of spell slots. Don't bring me into this.
I don't know. I'd be kind of concerned at anyone being on a college campus. Hey, can you cast sleep on my girlfriend?
Yeah, you know?
I wasn't going there. Was not going there. Apparently, we're all 13 today.
You're 16, actually, except for Herschel.
I was going to correct that as well.
I don't want to hear that from you, Kate. I don't want to hear that from you at all.
That was a fantastic counterpoint by Herschel.
Indeed.
I am Little Miss Innocent over here. I have no idea what you're talking about.
Oh,
I
shut
was the
up.
one that was making inappropriate comments around minors.
You know what? We're not going to talk. We're not going to talk about that. We're being recorded. We're being recorded. We're not. Anyway, it goes on like that. She's worried about not being able to practice for her rehearsal the next day. Which, if you kind of pick up on that, she never told you any.
Yeah, it's one of those. I'm like, I want you to see rehearsal. Okay, humor me. Rehearsal for what?
I have to practice my. Okay, it's not the big cello, but the next small one. But it's still like up there.
Viola?
Is that what viola is?
So
No,
viola is more like a violin.
Double
like
bass
violin,
is
viola,
what you're thinking.
cello, double bass.
I was thinking probably double bass.
Probably.
No, it's the smaller one.
The smaller one's
That
the
would be
cello.
that's a cello, yeah.
I cello. I am my
You
parents.
play the cello?
Yes.
The oboe.
No, only losers play the oboe.
Way to diss all of our oboe fans.
No, I'm realizing that I'm about to get killed by Kate here.
Oboe's one of the instruments that I wish I knew how to play.
I'd make a comment about double tonguing, but it's just going to be wasted here.
You know what?
I feel like that joke had layers.
It did.
There were so many layers to that joke.
All right. Too much peanut gallery. Yeah, I played the cello, and my parents, they kind of started me up on it, and I actually enjoy it because it kind of gives me, I can think while I'm playing. But like right now, it just feels like it would hurt too much to play right now.
What spells does Andraste have?
What spells?
Yeah.
You don't know. You don't know her spells.
Dre, have question. As she's explaining this to me.
So as she's talking about how she got started on the cello, you're messaging Andraste?
Yes.
And you said, Dre, have question?
Yes.
What?
Magic healing spells instruments? Question mark.
Healing word.
Help tavern.
Second. Tavern? Already here. And you just see, like, from the crowd, her pop up, like, as she's standing up from her table, just kind of like, there you are. No, I'll be right over there. I'm coming over. And she kind of like, whoa. And you see her shuffling over to you.
This is a bad idea. This was a bad idea.
Okay.
You can't handle your alcohol well, right?
No, I've just had that much.
You can't even say my name correctly.
What do you want?
So this is Leslie. I think maybe I don't think you've met.
No, I have. She's actually in the show band club with me.
Okay. Well, she got hurt and she needs to practice for rehearsal, and she's worried about not being able to do that. But she's like, she can barely, like, I don't know if you're watching, but she can barely eat.
Oh, honey. And then she says that she casts healing word on Leslie, and Leslie kind of just like Oh, her back just aligns like before when she was walking over, when she got punched, her back kind of like out of place, and then Andraste's healing word just kind of popped it right back in. You're
Disgusting.
gonna be fine. I'll cover for you tomorrow. Should you know? It wouldn't be the first time someone skipped class because I would know.
You've skipped class?
Plenty of times.
Trey.
You know what? It's not like Dad's here. He's not gonna say anything.
Lucky Mom's too busy doing her own thing that she doesn't freaking know.
Mom would never do shit.
I know.
Well,
If she was
then why
paying
did you
attention
bring
to
her
us, she
up?
would probably.
Why did you even bring her up? She's not even like. What's up? You know what? I'm being mean.
Yes, you are.
I'm interrupting a date here, aren't I? This is
kind of.
a little love
Go,
birds.
go. Thank you. Love you. Go.
She kind of walks away. Okay, sir, you're knocking things over. And with that, yeah, Andraste leaves you to help. Yeah. Yes, but on a 16-year-old.
Yes, I almost used that. Yeah.
So yeah,
I mean that was me at 16, so I fully relate.
actually, Andraste is. Oh no, we're talking about Leslie here. But yes, Andraste is 17, and she is drunk in the middle of the day.
Impressive.
God, I wish that were me.
Oh no. Sister panic is now kicking in.
Yeah, you see her walk away. Woo! Keep this party going.
How am I the younger, older sister here? I don't get this.
Okay, so I have one thing I might be able to do, but it's really cruel.
Lay it out.
I could theoretically use my innate hexblood magic to hex Andraste and give her disadvantage on Constitution saving throws so she falls asleep.
We're not making my sister fall asleep.
In the middle of the day?
No.
Yep.
No, this is. I'm going to try to find her tomorrow when hopefully she is fucking sober.
I did say this was cruel.
The crap out of her. If you want to be there while I lecture the crap out of her, maybe put the fear of God into her, then you can do that.
Well, I mean, being day drunk.
What?
I said, well, I mean, being day drunk.
Yeah.
It is what it is. This is a magical universe where the age of alcoholism is probably not 21, but I was just saying.
Yeah.
It's not something that I want to do, but it's something I can do.
No.
Okay then.
Thank you.
So yeah, Leslie is kind of feeling better, just like, oh, thank goodness. Ow. Still hurts, but I can at least move.
I mean, you're still gonna have to get some sleep.
Yeah.
But that should at least kind of help with some of it.
You know what? Can we just go back to our rooms? I would like that.
Yes, we can do that.
And you help Leslie back to your rooms while being very concerned about your sister.
Yes.
And let's see, with that, I think we are good for the night. I really don't have much else, unless everyone wants to do their exams right now, because the next thing that would be happening within the week is the next set of exams.
Oof, I don't.
Can we do the exams quickly? Because that'll get us to level 3, right?
Yes.
If we do that really
okay.
Start next
Because
I would
yeah,
rather
that'll
start
that'll
next
help out.
because
That'll help out so much.
Would
oh,
I I'd rather blitz through it tonight if possible.
It's
Yeah,
but
just
I've
a
been
I
couple
rolling
of
feel.
like shit.
Yeah.
I don't
couple
care.
rolls,
Okay.
right?
No. Wait.
That's valid.
Hang on. You've been rolling like shit.
Yeah,
I
let's
still
also
have
get this
a
done
on the
because
screen.
let's be real. I want Geo to become an Eldritch Knight so fucking badly.
I have.
I still have to. I still have to take my oath.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah,
We
I
really
don't
need
have
to
an
get to
oath
level
yet.
3.
Oh, that's right, because I'm the only one that got my.
Yeah, you're the only one that actually got your stuff.
Yes.
Yeah, so you don't get a say in this one.
All right.
I want them to power up. I want them
Yeah.
to be awesome.
Okay.
So let's do this.
All right. So here's
Okay,
what we're gonna do.
Herschel, we're sorry you get nothing, but you at least get 3rd level.
Yeah, you already took the.
I
fail.
already am 3rd level.
Yeah. He already is.
Yeah,
third
we
level.
could have guessed. We could have guessed that one.
Yeah.
So, okay. So here's what we're gonna do. Tonight we're gonna roll for the test. We're going to, regardless of the results of the test, you guys will level up. But
Okay.
we're gonna see whether you guys pass your next exams. Which your next exams are on.
Owlbears.
There you go.
And in Alexi's words, hold on, I wrote this down. Owlbears equals abominations. Don't engage. Do not engage. All caps.
So I do have a question.
Yes.
I failed my study session, right? I chose to fail my study session. I will still roll for these.
For the test part.
Okay, that's fine. I just want to make sure.
Now, do we get another study session before the exams? We do, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So, what you guys, if you remember, will do is pick a skill and tell me how you are studying. And then from there, you will make the roll, which I have the DC here. And should you pass on that, if you guys all study together, you will get the advantage again. And if you pass, you will get one depending on let's see. Study percentage. One. By studying together, because I remember if you study together, you get one reroll. If you take an all-nighter to get disadvantage on your testing phase, you will get 2 rerolls. But if I remember correctly, no one went with the pull-in all-nighter last time. So,
Nope.
I will start by asking, is there anyone willing to pull an all-nighter this time?
Bucky is.
Bucky is going to pull an all-nighter?
Yes.
All right. You will roll, and if you pass, you get 2 rerolls, but you take your tests with disadvantage. So, your study phase, if you pull an all-nighter yourself, you are not rolling with advantage because no one else is doing an all-nighter. Actually, no, it's still technically part of it will study together. So, yeah, you will continue to study all night after everyone has stopped studying. So, study phase for you. Oh, wait, you already have advantage on the study phase because I gave it for you and Cedric during.
Yes, because of Herschel.
Yes.
Could I then use the all-nighter to try to get a advantage on the test taking?
How about this? I will, because technically the advantage I gave you originally was a kind of a giving thing. Cedric and Geo, if you want, I will give you advantage on the testing phase instead. Or if you pull an all-nighter, it would just be rolling flat. Because technically, if you study together, you will have advantage on the study phase anyway.
Take advantage on study study phase and just take the exam or not. So.
I would rather get a advantage on the test itself because I know my rolls.
Okay. So, uh, so you will both be rolling advantage on study and testing because study you will be studying together. Geo, you by pulling an all-nighter will get the 2 rerolls, but because of your advantage, technically by pulling an all-nighter you will be having a level exhaustion, which gives you disadvantage on the testing rolls. But because I'm giving you the advantage through the role play, you'll be just rolling it all flat.
Okay.
So, but you have 2 rerolls. So, here's what we're gonna do. If everyone wants to go through, we're gonna start with Kai. Pick an associated skill that you would be using for studying, and then go ahead and roll it. And do please tell me how you're using that skill to study.
I know. That's why I moved everything closer to me.
Yeah.
Okay. I think if you will allow me to use history, because as I'm going over my notes, I'm trying to think back and picture those lectures, and having my little doodles off to the side of my paper and my little quotes from my friends is helping me remember what was said.
Yeah, you read historical archives of the owlbears and the historical studies, whatnot. So yeah, go ahead and roll your study phase.
I'm so nervous. I hate taking tests. But I missed. God damn it!
Reroll.
Good thing I'm not a baseball player.
There you go. All right, so that passes. Next up, we're going to do Geo.
I am using investigation to study the books.
Okay. Cool. You find the right books to study with.
And I am rolling this as an advantage, correct?
Yes.
Cool. That's a nat 20.
Nat 20. All right. Now, I said nat 20s during the testing phase would make automatically acing the test. Isn't that right? What we did, Javen?
That's correct.
No. I rolled a nat 20. I rolled a nat 20 during the test, not during studying. During studying, I rolled okay,
That's what I thought.
Yes, that's what I meant to say. Is during the exam, if you roll a nat 20, you ace it. This is a study session, so I don't know what a nat means.
I will give you 3 rerolls.
I was just about to say that same thing. That would correlate, I think.
Yeah. Sound good, Gio?
Fine by me.
All right. So your testing phase, you're going to roll flat, and you get 3 rerolls.
That's fine.
Okay. Next up, Javen. What are you studying with?
One moment. Okay, so this is something that is it's a little annoying. What exactly is the test on? You said owl bears, but what exactly is taking place?
So the first part of the owlbear test is the owlbear disposition habits. This is a multiple choice test regarding the owlbear's hunting, eating, mating, fighting, living habits. But that is a written test, or multiple choice part of the test. The second part is the owlbear companions. You're writing a short, or owlbears as companions, writing short essay on methods for taming, training, and handling owlbears and keeping them as a companion.
Okay. So
So
I
this,
would probably, because the owlbear's habits are pretty cut and dry.
Yes,
I feel
kill
like
everything that's not it.
basically, yeah, very territorial because like it's half of what I am. So it's basically my people's hunting habits mixed with a bear.
yeah.
So I feel like Bernard wouldn't focus very much on the first aspect, probably also because it's multiple choice and you pick the one that's the most realistic
Makes
usually. Yeah. But then the written part is probably what he's studying more for, and that would be the companions part, which I would argue would be persuasion based off of the fact that you do have. One could also argue animal handling, but I'm saying it's persuasion because you gotta coax an owl bear.
Cool. Go ahead and roll, and then
Can I do this with advantage because of the studying together?
everyone is studying together.
Fantastic. That's cocked. Okay. Well, I rolled a nat 1 and a 9, so the nat 1's going in the dice jail. The 9 plus my persuasion is going to be 13.
13 gets it. You
Awesome.
have one reroll per your test.
Cool. I will mark it down on my little thingy.
Good. Cedric.
Hello there.
What are you rolling to study for?
I think I'm just gonna go straight with history, specifically looking for creation of owl bears and how that affects their habits and familiarity with humans.
Cool. Yeah, you get kind of like dual sources for.
All right, and
other
I'm
types
rolling
of bears
this.
come out,
I'm not rolling this with advantage, am I?
You are, because, like I said, studying together.
Okay.
I moved your advantage to the testing phase because
Oh,
studying
that's
together.
in that 20.
You get. Let's see.
If he's
Geo.
in, I'll tell you, if he's in the same boat as Geo, then he get 3.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember how many, because Geo had. You get 1 for passing.
Just give me 2.
Yeah, go ahead. So yeah, you get 2. Oh no, because Geo pulled an all-nighter as well, and he passed with an.
Yes, so I should get 2.
Yes, you get 2.
Works for me.
Cool. Now, Joe, you said that you were. We said that you had automatically failed your studying phase. So failing the study phase really doesn't affect anything. It just means that you'll be rolling your testing phase flat and with no backup, no rerolls, just rolling flat.
That's fine.
Cool. All right. So if everyone could give me a DC 12 nature check for the disposition and habits of an owlbear, and put it in the chat, please.
All right, here we go. Multiple choice. You said DC 12.
DC 12. If you
Okay.
if you make a 12, you pass.
And it's animal handling. You said
Nature. This first
nature.
part is
Nature. My bad.
Oh, nature. I rolled the wrong thing. Give me a minute.
you good.
And
Fantastic.
do we have rerolls?
You can use, honestly, if you have rerolls, you can use them. You know how rerolls work. You have to take that new roll.
Okay.
Considering I
I'm
originally
gonna
rolled,
use.
sorry, I don't mean to interrupt, Cedric, but considering
Go for it.
I rolled investigation the first time, that was what the 15 was. I'm just going to take a reroll because the reroll was another natural 20.
So
Okay.
Bucky aces. So Bucky aces the exam.
Yeah.
Yes.
You aced the exam.
Okay.
So you failed your first exams and then aced your second exams.
Apparently, seeing my friends get the shit kicked out of them was what I needed to wake up.
There
Yeah,
you
you
go.
know, a proper
Clear.
knock to the head.
All right, so Bucky, you're good. Everyone else, how are we looking?
Can I get my job back?
Yes, actually,
Yes, you can.
as soon as you go. As
I
soon as you get
used
out
one
the
of my
exam, you can
rerolls. Got a goddamn 4.
All right, Alexi, you're not. Let's see. Bernard, you're going with the 9.
Yep.
Okay. So that means Bernard and Alexi both failed their first part of the exam. So you have, in order to pass and keep your job and your elective or extracurricular, you have to pass this next part, which is an animal handling check. Same DC.
Alright.
I figured, and the reason I didn't use my reroll is because I have an extra +1 in animal handling. My nature's a plus. My nature's a +1. Animal handling's a +2.
Yep. Alright.
All right, come on.
17 on my second one.
Right.
I am using my reroll.
Can I give
Man.
a reroll to someone else?
No. She has a reroll herself.
Yeah.
So the first one would have
I'm
been.
just asking for. I'm asking for moving forward.
Oh no.
Yeah, I failed.
reiterate my question.
Hold on. Let me get all the results here. Let's see. Herschel passes. Alexi passes.
I don't like this reroll rule.
Okay. What did you get?
I got an 18 before. This is my extracurricular.
You wouldn't lose your extra classes, but you would lose your extracurricular,
That would. No.
which we really have not done anything with.
I mean, would she? She passed.
No, she rolled in that one. It's a re-roll for her second part.
And she rolled an 18 first?
But
Yeah,
she rolled in that one.
My first part was an 18. The second part of the exam, I rolled a 9. I re-rolled and I got a nat 1.
Okay. I was like, wait, why did you choose to not take the 19?
I mean,
That was the part that was confusing to me.
Personally, I feel like a nat 1 shouldn't cancel out a previous success.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So you don't fail, but you are so close. You got like a failing grade was like a 50. You got a 51. Because of the fact that you passed the first part, but you absolutely bombed the second part. Because you are terrified of the idea of having these things around you. What you are reading up on for the first
See,
one.
I don't think I would though. And I mean, like, I know,
No.
like, because according to lore, going back to my notes, they're like, kooky wizard created, possibly? And so, like, and on top of that, with me being Fae,
True.
I don't feel like I've maybe just not.
Maybe it's one of those things where, like, you go on a weird Fae tangent on too many like not tangent, but like you bring up so many weird references that
The teacher just like get to the fucking point.
yeah, like it's less about your knowledge of the owlbear and more about how you worded your essay.
Okay. That I can more or less live with.
Okay. Okay.
It's 2 paragraphs. You turned in 24 pages.
Yes. So, you pass your exams, but barely. We're gonna deal with that next session, though, because these
I know. I
to...
know. I'm
Yeah. Yeah, man, it must suck barely passing.
No, see, her problem is the fact that her parents are gonna get these report cards. So.
Okay. I still have.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Let me break it down for everyone. The only person that aced was Geo, who rolled a nat 20. So, you get Geo, you get your job back. You don't have to take tutoring anymore, so you can keep your income.
Yay.
The rest of you, except for Bernard, you all you don't ace, but you still pass, which is not. Let's see.
Wait, me?
Remember, something that I think we've all been forgetting to use, but Geo, you get 2 student dice, one to use on either, one for each for either a nature or an animal handling check. Let's see. Herschel. Oh, you know what? I spoke wrong. Herschel, having failed both of your your study, completely failing your study phase, you aced your exams for the first time since you have started back at first year.
Hell yeah.
So you aced your exams. So you are like Geo. You get 2 student die to use, which is a D4 for a nature or an animal handling check.
All right. I will mark those down.
Cool. Alexi and Kai. Let's see. Alexi, you would get. You would get a D4 for your animal handling check, a student die for your animal handling check. Kai, you would get a D4 for your nature check. Bernard, you are the one in the hole now.
Oh, I'm well fucking aware of that.
You took an easy semester, and apparently it came back to bite you. You are no longer in Silk Ball, and you have to take tutoring. With that, that's where we're going to end for tonight. We will deal with everyone levels up. Everyone goes to level 3.
Yay.
We will deal with how everyone levels up next session. Because I realize that level 2 to level 3 is a big level up for most people.
I'm going to go ahead and end the recording now.
Cool.